Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delightful, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio.
That's right, it's Monday. We're back here again.
It is indeed. Let's see if we can get some backing music on the go.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
So yes, welcome to Bank Holiday Monday.
Well, we're totally on time and nothing's gone wrong at all.
Indeed, absolutely.
And no idea where Pete is.
Okay, but yes, Bank Holiday Monday, so it means most people have either decided to go to Chessington World of Adventures, Thorpe Park, or the beach, which means everybody else has decided to do that, which means everybody is now moaning that there's traffic on the motorway because it's a Bank Holiday Monday.
Exactly.
Because apparently that's tradition.
Indeed.
But anyway, we're approaching June, which means it's going to start being summer soon.
Yay!
So all that wonderful heat and humidity.
Woohoo! Bring on the hate! Bring on the hate! Anyway, should we start the show properly?
We can do, yes.
I am TK. You can see me waving my hand over here in the corner where Hedge is pointing. Woo! hang on. I'll see if I can do it. Face reveal! With the beardy thing, we have a Hedgie.
Hello!
And without the beardy thing, we have an Echo.
Hello.
As you can see on screen, which is all
Yes.
very helpful, unless of course you're listening to this instead of watching it, in which case you could just hear our lovely voices. Somewhere in the dark, dank regions of the internet, there's supposed to be a Xavier. He's signed in, but he's not actually in the chat channel. For reasons as of yet unknown.
It's not making noise.
Someone poke him. Someone's like, excuse me, I know that like it's Bank Holiday Monday and all, and that you've got this lovely partner thing, but, and more important, whatever it is you're doing, stop it.
We got better things to do than your little fun times.
Unless, of course, he's having technical difficulties, which would be typical for this show.
Yes, it would be.
But at least we're here.
We are, yes,
Yeah.
we're here.
And I've pressed all the buttons to make sure that works. Hooray! And we have a set list in order as well. Hey! We have music and shit. I like the fact that's all gone right. So, on that note... Oh, lights, thank you.
Now people can see us.
Woo! I thought it was a bit dark. I was like, why is it dark?
We're missing
And then he
something.
has a light bulb moment.
I was going to say, I wonder why I can't see shit all.
There we go.
Now I know why I can't see shit all. It's because there's no lights. But there is no
Yes.
lights, so that's good. Anyway, Hedgie, how was your week?
My week was pretty good, yeah. I did, I've been working on a new voice reel that I'm going to start recording tomorrow. I'm also going to be recording an audio version of a book that a friend has sent me. So can't reveal too much in here. I mean, a few people around here know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
Yes, but that'll be something that I'm working on this week and next week. So yeah, I got a few things going on.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck with that, because audiobooks are hard.
Yes, they are. But it gives me practice on editing, audio and audio recording. So.
And removing all of your breaths.
Yeah.
Which you have yet to find out just entirely how tedious that is.
Well, it was even with working on like a sort of 13-minute recording that I did for Polar Dog Productions. That was still pretty hard.
I'm on a room full of naked men over here. It's lovely.
Believe me, they're not the Chippendales. They're not that kind of naked.
No, they're not the Chippendales. They're not fully naked. They are sort of topless.
Yes.
And I wouldn't so much call them the Chippendales. It's more like the Chippendales.
Whoa.
Woo!
Ooh.
Smooth.
I was going to say, can someone close my bedroom door, please?
Not really.
No, okay. We'll do that.
I can't get enough leverage.
Well, that will bugger the continuity later then. When,
Yeah.
when we fix that.
Yes.
At the moment, there's just a big black gaping void behind Hedgie.
We need that Minecraft ambience music.
I said behind Hedgie, not next to Hedgie. There's a difference.
Hey. That's me.
Yes, we know it's you. Anyway. So, with that note, your week's not too bad. Mr. Echo, how was your week then?
My week. Let's see. My week has been, to be quite honest, pretty uneventful.
I can barely hear you.
Huh?
I can barely hear you.
Is that better?
Well, that's infinitely better.
Now you can hear me. So if I actually sit on top of the mic, slightly off, out of shot, then you can hear me.
Or you can, I don't know, move the mic so it's slightly in shot.
I was trying to avoid it, but you know.
The rest of us have our mics in shot, well, except for me behind all of my screen.
I was going to say, yeah, yours is never in shot. If yours is in shot, we have a bit of a problem over here.
I was say, if I can just slide that monitor out of the way a bit, now the microphone is in shot.
Okay, all right then. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, my week pretty uneventful, all told, to be honest. I mean, the Monday to Friday bit was, you know, usual work stuff.
Aw.
Yes, unfortunately. And then the weekend.
The weekend happened. People came down.
I genuinely don't remember what happened this weekend.
Alzheimer's.
Indeed, yes. Well, welcome to, TigerTails Radio.
Alzheimer's Edition Volume 3.
Yes, indeed.
Hang on, I think we might have Xavier. Or at least he's trying to connect.
Ooh.
He's connected. He's not speaking, though.
Oh dear.
Oh dear,
Oh,
that's...
hang on, wait. Xavier, are you there?
I am here.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Very quiet though.
Yes, that's because I am quite quiet.
Hey!
We have him, yay!
Well, only 8 minutes late.
What happened? Did you have a technical difficulty?
No,
Did you just forget it was Monday?
maybe.
So what you mean is you are the technical
It's like
difficulty.
Bank Holiday Monday. What happens on a Bank Holiday Monday?
I
Nothing
don't
happens on a
do
bank
any
holiday.
work. I do no work. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yes,
I do no
don't we know
work.
it?
I've done that work for quite some time now.
Yes.
It's been highly pleasant. But yes, the weekend happened, so everyone's come down.
Yes.
Everyone say hi! Hi! No, you...
Wow.
They're very
Wow, yay.
super enthusiastic.
If the compressor didn't block them
Yeah.
from being too quiet, then yes.
That's the smallest hello since the tiniest venue I've ever been to.
Yeah, they're not very
That's
enthusiastic.
worse than Alan Partridge Christmas in Norwich.
Oh,
Makes me
goodness.
wish I had another camera now, just so I can kind of point it in their direction. And all the flesh that's within touching distance.
Wait, where has half the flesh gone?
It's down here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. Between his legs, yes.
It's the
Wow.
sweaty. Mind you, I could be doing... we need
So
more
what else
power on the
happened in
fan.
your week then?
What else happened in my week?
Well, Friday, everyone arrived.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Friday. Well, no, Friday. Some people arrived.
Yeah, I mean, Gray arrived.
Yeah, Gray arrived Saturday. No, Friday.
Yep.
Then we just kind of melted for a while, as one does when the weather is rather warm.
Ridiculous heat. It's like,
Yes.
Was it Thursday? Was it Friday or Saturday we went out for the meal? That was Friday night, wasn't it?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it was Friday. Yeah, when we jumped on the train to Netley. Or was it Saturday?
That was Saturday. It was Saturday. So yeah. So Saturday, Emrys arrived, and then
Oh
we
yes, that was it.
journeyed to the other side of the universe, that is Netley.
Well, the other side of the River Richard,
Can I
anyway.
suggest that you guys take notes
During
of
the
what
week.
you did during the week now?
Most of us are heavily medicated still, okay?
And some of us need to be heavily medicated.
They are old and senile.
This is why I've not been to
Old
work for a while. I'm heavily medicated.
and senile.
Can't remember much. It's like, could you do this? Baby, I just have to remember how the hell to do it because I can't remember shit right now. And I'm falling asleep every 20 fucking...
That's true, he is. I've come out and poked him and like, dude, wake up.
Oh goodness, there's even more flesh in the
Yes.
studio now.
Good gracious. So, whose weeks have we done? We've done mine, we've done Echo's.
Oh, might as well do mine.
Okay.
Mine was fairly work-free. Didn't... We haven't gone out this week, have we, Hedge?
No.
That was last week.
Yes.
And this week, or this coming week. What the hell is happening in Xavierland? Jesus Christ.
There is a lorry driving
Motorbike.
through his...
I'm gonna say,
No,
I was in a motorbike or a dragon, one of the two.
motorbikes.
I was like, are you summoning Game of Thrones?
I wish it would be quieter. The motorbikes around here are insane.
Yeah, likewise here. We've got the
Yeah.
window open and the fan on,
Yeah.
which is annoying. No, Weymouth was last week.
Yes, we've already covered Weymouth and how freaking boring it was.
Yeah, because then we came back and stopped at almost every intermediary station along the way until we got to Wareham,
Yes.
which was far more interesting. That was that last week. Was that? No, that was Tuesday. That was last week.
Oh my God! Welcome to Dementia Edition.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly sure we covered Dawlish because it was a Tuesday we went. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. Where's my Twitter feed?
To the Twitter feed.
Everything's on Twitter.
Xavier, why don't you tell us about your week while we recap? Please, go ahead.
Recap what memory you guys
Yes,
sort of
basically.
currently don't have. That-
So, please, go ahead.
Yeah, so my week has mostly been filled with work because run up to the bank holiday week, need to try and make sure we're ahead of things before next week, where, you know,
GDPR
everything happens in the world.
Well, no, GDPR hit on Friday, didn't it?
Yeah, GDPR hit on Friday,
Oh,
so
did it?
we were prepping
Yeah.
for that, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We were prepping for that.
25th.
And we were already figuring out what we were trying to do. Friday came round, and it was a case of, yeah, what are we doing? Do we know what we're doing?
No.
No, you're not.
So we futzed around a lot on Friday. But yeah, work was work. Weather has been a little bit all over the place over this week until this weekend when it's decided to go, you know what, we'll beat the week and just be ridiculous. It's like, hey, thunderstorm, when? We'll let you know. We'll swing by. Literally, the biggest thunderstorm in the country just wafted past Bournemouth and Southampton. Wafted past.
Yes.
The thunder and lightning was brilliant, but it was like, where's the rain? It's not here.
Why is it? Oh, fucking Facebook's just being a
The
dick.
hottest day of the year was today. It was like, yay!
Good.
Yes, it was. This was the hottest day of the year so far.
Yeah. I can
Yep, it was-
imagine that. It was pretty hot.
The most ridiculous storm ever, followed by the hottest day of the year. So, yeah, the weekend I went down and saw the guys. So, Toodle down on Friday. Saw everyone and laughed at the two rattles in TK's house. Because drugs.
Ah, yes.
Managed to then just relax and chill out until they insisted on, you know, going out and doing shit. Because TK's insisting on being sociable. So we went off to Netley.
Well, it's not just sociable, though, it is being active as well. You know, the thing that the doctor
Yeah.
has told him he has to do.
Oh yeah, walking is an important, integral part, but it's TK we're talking about. We also went to McDonald's, so it was like, oh, this is weird. It was like, oh, where's the tills? There's a couple of tills there. Where are the people behind the tills? Well, because everyone uses the touch screen things, no one bothers. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Screw the tills.
It was very odd. Saturday night was then everyone completely zonked out by the train journey back home. Weather was muggy as hell. We chilled out for a little bit before crashing completely, because late nights, all good fun. And then Sunday was watching my laptop update because my PC had updated with the Windows update for GDPR. I'm fairly confident that's what it was all about. My laptop, however, needed to, so I bimbled around for the weekend. Saw the guys, did a very enjoyable role-playing session, which was always good.
Excellent.
And then Bank Holiday Monday, where I did fuck all day, to the point where I went, yay! Julia went, are you doing the radio? And I went, what radio? Shit!
It's like, oopsie.
I don't say oopsie. Oh, yes, and I will point out, Street Fighter V.
Oh.
Street Fighter V has released Season 3, because apparently seasons are all the rage, and Cody is now back.
Hooray.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know it'd gone.
Yeah, neither did I.
Cody is back. He wasn't actually... I don't think he was in 5.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, no, he wasn't, was he?
They brought him back. He is looking very mayor of city now. As in, he is a mayor of a city.
Ah.
And his outfits include Final Fight,
Oh, yeah.
the one where he first appeared, so the
Yes.
white shirt and jeans.
Yep.
Prisoner Cody, so the one we remember from,
Yeah.
Alpha. The one after that, which is him in... No, the one there is him in a tuxedo, for some random reason.
Ooh.
And him in Hagar's pants.
Oh, my God. That's what the mayors are wearing
I
these days.
might be missing one. So you know Hagar had the massive, great big duffel pants,
Yeah.
green duffel pants. He is wearing those with one strap showing the boxers
Oh
and
my
the
God.
six-pack. So
Ugh.
the guy I was watching, it was Maximilian Dude, and he went, yeah, it's the stripper outfit. And I went, no, I can't even disagree with that. Colour it yellow and TK would be interested. There you go.
I am a hot fireman. Yes.
Very close.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was just a random aside I saw over the weekend as well. But yeah, 4-day week now here. So I'm like,
Yay.
Right, Teeks, do you
So-
want to basically...
Mistake.
Right, so, yes, it's been confirmed that Tuesday is when we went to Weymouth.
Yes, we did, yes.
Weymouth, the big
Yeah.
land of disappointment.
Yes.
The generic seaside town of disappointment and misery.
There's basically nothing there that hasn't been done before and better.
By everywhere else.
Yep.
Except
Wow.
there's a lifting bridge, which is the
That's
highlight of...
yeah.
The only reason I really enjoyed Weymouth. The only reason I enjoyed Weymouth at all is because we got to go to the old disused Weymouth Quays station.
Yep.
So we got to follow the tram lines down, all the way from the main station down to the disused Quays station, where we managed to tag another station. But then we decided, this is a dumb place, let's not be here anymore. And we stopped at half of the intermediary stops between there and Bournemouth. So we stopped at Upway, which was lovely. We stopped at Wool, which was gorgeous. We stopped at Doncaster South, it was, or something
Yep,
like
we
that?
did. Yep.
Which-
Dorchester.
Dorchester
I
South,
was going
thank
to
you.
say, Dorchester
Yep.
say.
Yeah,
Yep.
which has a lovely Wagamama's, which can be thoroughly recommended. And then into Weymouth.
And then we went to... Oh, what was the last one we went to that had the...
Wareham.
Wareham, which had the...
Nothing but industrial estates.
yes, the industrial parks.
It's-
Full of software houses.
It was like Silicon Valley,
Yeah.
but in Dorset.
Yes, in the south of England.
Yeah.
It's Dorset's equivalent of Silicon Valley. It was the weirdest experience.
Ridiculous number of software. It's like, this is where they all are.
And these are like
Well,
5 minutes walk from the station as
yeah.
well.
We realise this is why we've got our DR data centre down there. Because...
What,
literally-
Wareham? In Wareham?
Yeah, well, sort of, yeah, round about there, yeah.
God damn it.
Because
Yeah.
literally it's a place that you can do technology really easily and cheaply.
And their 4G sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have wireless connectivity to a data centre, do
no,
you?
no, that would be ridiculous.
No, but for the peasants who have to work there on their lunch
Exactly.
breaks when they go outside...
They have good wireless.
Oh, so all the company Wi-Fi is probably quite strong.
Yeah.
So they
That's
don't need
true, yeah.
4G.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, the trip back from Weymouth was gorgeous because
Yeah.
of all the lovely places we went
That
to.
was the most interesting part, yes.
What was where we claimed somewhere, wasn't it? It was like we didn't claim Upway
No.
or Dorchester South. It was the one after Dorchester South, before Wool,
Mm,
and I can't remember its name.
yes, that was, began with W,
No,
didn't it?
William.
Not Upway.
No, it wasn't that way.
not Upway.
It was, it began with M.
Morton,
Morton.
thank you.
Morton.
Yes, we claimed Morton
Yes.
in the name of Fubkind. So
With a flag.
with a flag and everything.
flag.
That's how we claimed it. We had a
Yep.
flag.
Indeed.
So pride
So,
flag.
yes, our weeks were not as boring as we actually made them out at the beginning.
Yeah,
So, yes,
no, we've had a quite good week, really.
we have.
And
And
then, of course-
that brings us to 8:20, which I think is probably about the scheduled time for first song, isn't it?
Roundabout, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, but hey, who's counting? And so, the first song of the night is one that has been submitted to us.
Ooh.
Go, ooh. Yes, I need to make sure I don't fuck this up. So,
Yes.
right, so it's by the group called New Day Dawn.
Ah.
Their record label sent this over to us and said, yes, we give you permission to play this. And we've got another one of their songs coming up later on in the
Woohoo!
show as well. But we're going to kick things off with the first one, which is called, and let's hope I get all these buttons correct, it should be called In Too Deep.
It started out okay, needed a getaway, just one more time. You crossed the
news, and a discussion topic. With this segment, Tiger Tales Radio surely spoils you. This is the news of the week.
Yep, it's that time where Xavier gives us conversations about the week and the news and the things that have happened in the real world.
Yes, what's happening outside these four walls?
Crazy things,
Yay,
mad
crazy
things. And not royal weddings anymore.
Woohoo!
True. Well, we'll start off with a bit of nice news here, I suppose. Kylie Minogue is now 50.
Yay, well done, Kylie!
Yay!
Now I've got to leave for a second because I've got to go sort out a rent check.
Ah,
So bye-bye, TK. Everyone say bye-bye, TK.
bye-bye, TK. So,
Bye-bye,
yeah,
TK.
Kylie Minogue has... Probably people like myself will remember her from her stint in Neighbours as Charlene Mitchell,
Because you're old.
who then got married to Jason Donovan's Scott character, Scott Mitchell.
Because you're
And,
old.
Yeah. Charlene Ramsey she was. She then became Charlene Mitchell. And everyone was like, oh God, it's the greatest wedding ever. And then the royals went, ha ha ha, watch this. So, but of course, all the young people will know her as the pop diva who's basically become the one of the greatest sort of female pop singers of our time. So,
Well,
yeah,
she
proof
went
that-
into pop after Neighbours pretty quickly, and then disappeared, and then came back.
Yeah, she basically
that's
did
the crazy thing.
She basically did the rise from sort of Australian TV to pop princess, then disappeared, became back as sort of older pop princess, and is now sort of pop maiden basically. So yeah, she's been going a long time. So she's living proof that you can come from a TV show into music and last. So
Yep.
yeah, it can be
And
done.
also battled cancer. I did not realise that.
Oh, really?
She actually managed to battle and get through cancer issue. So yeah,
yeah.
all good. YouTube news. This
Ooh.
is fun.
Okay.
So YouTube, who love fucking around with everything.
Oh, yes, of course.
Decided to amend how they're going to do the subscription feed. So this is their new algorithm, which has pissed a lot of people off.
Oh.
And basically they're changing it so that the subscription feed, the bit that you subscribe to so that you want to see these things,
Yep,
will then come up in a completely different way to what you want.
I see.
Yes. So
Right.
it actually now means that some things won't appear in the subscription feed. They're not, dropping them. They're literally, oh well, clearly you haven't watched this person, so we won't put this stuff in the feed. And putting them out of order. So if you watch something regularly, they'll put their content out of order of everyone else's. So they'll come up and you go, yeah, you've not watched this one out of X series. And it's like, that's nice, but that was
To give it
3
to
weeks
someone
ago.
else.
Stuff like that. Of course, this has annoyed a lot of people in the YouTube space because this is yet another thing that throws out their views. This is another thing that throws out trying to figure out how to produce content. And as much as they say it's a business move, it's another thing that's actually pushing content creators away from YouTube because it's frustrating to operate on a platform that's doing this amount of changes on something that really should be for subscriptions. Monday, here's your videos. Tuesday, here's your videos. I want that there. Recommended, show me the most random related stuff to what I watch. That's fine.
Yeah.
Trending, who cares? Don't smosh this together. But YouTube is saying this is like small experiments. Whether or not this will become mainstream, it will.
Well,
We will.
I mean, this is why so many YouTubers now have sort of Patreon subscriptions, because YouTube just isn't viable anymore. So they're going, well, I do YouTube. If you like what I see and want some bonus stuff, go to Patreon. So a lot of YouTubers are doing that.
So what, Patreon, that apparently YouTube has banned you allowing to select links or put links onto the YouTube thing, so you can't actually automatically go there. Yeah, that Patreon.
We're not paying you money, but we're going to stop you from actually making money in order to do the thing that you like doing.
Yeah, that thing.
All good fun.
Yeah.
That thing.
Wow.
Moving on, more tech news, and this is Google and Facebook, and apparently, remember the 25th,
Yep.
25th,
GDPR.
keep that in mind.
Yep.
On the day it was announced, they were accused of breaking GDPR.
Wait, run that past me again.
On the 25th of May,
Yeah?
BBC News announced that Google and Facebook were accused of breaking GDPR laws, along with
Wow.
Instagram, Snapchat, I think. Oh no, that looks like No, WhatsApp, and that's within hours. So people were deliberately watching this.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And this is where it begins.
Oh yes, yeah.
Now, apparently, this was brought up by a privacy group, Noib.eu, led by Max Schrems, who said people were not being given a free choice. If the complaints are upheld, the websites may be forced to change how they operate. I will say they did not really do the same thing as Twitter, which was literally, I loaded up my Twitter app and it went, you have to accept this or not.
Which is
Before
something
I
I
could
still
use
need to
anything.
do for the TigerTails radio account, but it's still allowing
Yeah.
auto posts from Facebook, so it's fine.
Yeah. It's apparently because they've adopted a take it or leave it approach, which, from if anyone's managed or worked with GDPR, they know you can't do that.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
So the group says customers must agree to have their data collected, shared, or used for targeted advertisements, or delete their accounts, or have that option deselected, so that you don't have to collect all that data. This, the organised suggests, falls foul of the new rules, forcing people to accept wide-ranging data collection in exchange for using a service which is prohibited under GDPR. So this is now being filed by 4 EU citizens with local regulators in Austria, Belgium, France and Germany. And we're waiting to see what happens with the complaints. Some companies based outside the EU have temporarily blocked their services across Europe to avoid falling foul of the new legislation because they're not ready. Trust me, it was a pain in the ass to even get halfway understand what's going on. If they fall foul of the GDPR, in extreme cases, they find more than 17 million, although in actual fact it can be even worse because it's every incident that's discovered. It's charged a set amount. It's something ridiculous. Facebook said in a statement it spent 18 months preparing to make sure it met the requirements of GDPR. Google told the BBC, we build privacy and security into our products from the very early stages and are committed to complying with the EU General Data Protection Regulation. WhatsApp has not yet responded. I am hoping they don't stop services in Europe because of this malarkey.
It's going crazy now. It's sort of... It's almost as if they sort of thought, we'll put it on the back burner and worry about it when the time comes. And it's like, ooh.
No one
has
put it on
come.
the back burner. No one put it on the back burner. It was just a case of, okay, we think we know what we're doing.
Well,
No, you don't. What do you mean, no, we don't?
The
You
legislation
don't.
was announced 2 years ago with absolutely no guidelines on actually how it's going to be implemented. And now all of a sudden it's here and people are still going, how is this being implemented?
Yes.
I think the thing I find quite
Guide
funny
us.
is I just went to go and try and have a look at a news article on the Facebook and Google hit with the lawsuits, and this is published by the India Times.
Yeah.
The India Times comes back, hello, we are currently not providing access or use of our website / mobile application to users in Europe. Bang! That's it.
Yep. Hello, GDPR. Welcome to a new
Yep.
internet.
Yep.
Just bring out your copies of 1942 or whatever the bloody book is called.
1984.
1984.
That's the one.
I guess Arjit Pai is probably rubbing his hands and going, excellent! They're doing it all for me!
Well, what's great is when we finally leave the EU,
We'll still be under these regulations.
it depends how we leave it. If
We'll still be under these regulations.
Yeah, if we leave it properly, all those things that say, hey, we're no longer serving the EU, will serve us again because we're no longer in the EU.
Although only
Stated.
we
They've already
remove-
stated we're still going to be under those regulations.
Well, but only if we choose not to remove them from
No,
our
no, 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 no.
legislation.
They've said they're going to keep GDPR. Unless Labour, if they get into power, suddenly go GDPR shit, which I highly doubt.
Because they haven't got a
we're
fucking
gonna have
clue what they're
GDPR.
doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So let's
trust Labour
put
to
it-
run a bath, never mind a country. Anyway, moving
We've
on.
got GDPR. Moving on, sad news, unfortunately. One of the most influential gaming and review critics on YouTube passed away, and this was John Total Biscuit Bain, who died
yes.
33.
R.I.P. Total
This is-
Biscuit.
Yep, this is after his 2-3 year battle now with cancer, bowel cancer, liver cancer, cancer fucking everywhere because fuck cancer.
Indeed, fuck cancer in the ass.
Yeah.
Although,
So-
the story is being made somewhat less sad by the high-pitched squeaky noise going on in the background, Pete.
Well, that's just TV. The article is on the BBC and a bunch of other places. There are tons and tons of people who came out and said their thanks to him, how they'd influenced him for their industry, their games, their view on everything, even WWE stars,
Whoa.
musicians. The number of people who came out was phenomenal. Games such as Hearthstone, games such as Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft 2, obviously. WoW, where he started in. Warframe.
really?
Yeah, WoW. He started in WoW. He originally was a lawyer and did WoW videos after he got made redundant or left or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they were popular, so he continued doing WoW videos and then moved into critiquing with his wife Jenna Bain. He ended up funding a team for StarCraft and really influencing the esports side on there.
Nice.
He's done what the fuck WTF videos for a lot of things.
Yep.
He has been very diversive and he has been controversial at times, which does piss people off, especially in this very snowflakey age.
Yes.
So as much as he's had some wonderful message, he's also had some complete dickwads who had their panties in a bunch
Yeah.
and then basically went, you know what, fuck him, the day he died. And this was a BioWare employee.
Yeah.
A BioWare employee who put a long-ass rant because he wasn't happy over the reviews, didn't like the fact that Biscuit was behind the ethics in journalism side back when Gamergate was a thing.
Yep.
He, along with a lot of people at that time, they didn't like the fact that he was very angry at people, so he decided to completely smudge his name, along with a bunch of other people, because apparently that's what you do as soon as somebody dies. EA and BioWare may have had a lot of retweets on Fire This Guy Now.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I wonder why.
Just a few.
I can't imagine why. I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, even people who disagreed with him turned around and said, no, that's fucking shit. You
going too
don't
far,
do
dude.
that shit. Yeah, it's like the guy's literally died and you're making fun of him, you're calling him out. He's left a wife, he's left a son, he's left a business, he's left thousands of people. And we've had streamers break down in tears. We had the Warframe community stream stop once they heard the news.
Oh, shit.
This was a regular stream and they basically said, no, we're not doing it. And his influence for Warframe was literally he did a few videos and the floodgates of people who then picked up Warframe because he just did like a look at and then a relapse video was phenomenal. You know, even if he could be a bit arsey and not best approaching on the internet on how things worked. But yeah, so he's passed away. Thoughts and everything go out to Jenna and his son
And everyone else affected.
hopefully the brand that is Biscuit and the Cultural podcast and that continues on, because I would like to see more stuff come out of there, although I don't know how that will happen. But that's it for the normal news.
All right. Okay.
In that case, I suppose we should go into a song.
Yes.
Yes.
So, it's one of our friends of the show, Jake Aldrich.
Hey.
We played it a couple of weeks ago. We're playing it again this week because
Woo.
it releases on the 3rd of June.
Yes.
And it's his new single, and it's called The Underdog.
I stay wide awake in this sleepy town. I see people lost, but my soul never leaves me now. My old friend said to be the best version of myself. If I'm less self-critical, for certain it could help. I grew up in a poor beloved family. The rich and money hungry, they will never understand me. Lost my father at an early age, but his love remains. Unlike many fathers still alive today. I don't need a mirror to show me who I am. I know just who I am. Now let me show you. I came back up from the bottom. I still got a long way to go. Living in hope for tomorrow. Walking a long, lonely road. I'm still the underdog. I'm still the underdog. Some people still forget that. This is why I feel like I never never fit in. Some people are alive, but they're barely living. Like they're trapped to a time, not in any prison. Life is one big ride that they've never ridden. That's the son of a gun, I'm the son of a king. If I make it through the winter, can you picture what the summer will bring? I'm the former champion, coming out from under the ring. It's a wonderful thing that I don't need a mirror to show me who I am. I know just who I am. Now let me show you. I came back up from the bottom, but I know that I still got long way to go. And I never look back 'cause I'm just living in hope for tomorrow. Even though I'm walking a long, lonely road, some people still forget that I'm still the underdog. Some people still forget that I'm still the underdog. Some people still forget that. It could be a battle, so be ready for war. Fighting demons for your freedom, beaten many before. But you gotta get up, you can barely afford to be wasting your potential, there's no scarier thought. A gift from God, the underdog with no collar. A great Dane that takes aim, a showstopper. At the start you would laugh at the thought of this, as the hares re-prepare for the tortoises. I came back up from the bottom, but I know that I still got long way to go. And I never look back 'cause I'm just living in hope for tomorrow. Even though I'm walking a long, lonely road, some people still forget that I'm still the underdog. Some people still forget that I'm still the underdog. Some people still forget that.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. TigerTails Radio surely spoils This is the gaming news. The news of the week.
We could have multiple jingles
Do you,
there.
do you want to try that again?
Yeah, let's just have a single
try
jingle,
that
shall
again.
we? Yeah, let's just have the one.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
There we go.
This
That's
is what
better.
happens when you've got fat fingers and you press all of the buttons at once.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a gaming news time.
Gaming news. So we'll start with the ridiculousness that is the Battlefield 5 trailer.
Oh, really?
Oh boy. So
What's so
Battlefield
weird about this,
5.
then?
Battlefield 5. This is the trailer that follows Battlefield 1.
Ah.
So there's an issue that I would have straight away. Like, here's number 5 in Battlefield after 1. But they're returning to World War II. They've released a teaser trailer, which is effectively a cinematic slice of everything that's going on with what some people seem to think is gameplay, but quite frankly is not. It's about as gameplay as E3 trailers. And the reveal has sparked some controversy, depending on which person you listen to. If you listen to the gaming media, apparently people are upset over the fact that there's a woman on the cover and the fact that it's a woman protagonist being displayed, and we're all racist and misogynistic, and apparently we need to grow up and women characters are here to stay. If you listen to people who are fans of Battlefield 5, they turn around and tell you the British Army at World War II never had women in the frontline services. They wouldn't allow disabled men, let alone a disabled woman, in the frontline services. The inaccuracies are present a lot in the trailer alone. It looks more like COD. Why has she got a cricket bat? Why has some random guy from Carlisle got a katana in World War II? Oh, but there was this guy who was a guy who ran around with a broadsword. Yes, that's nice. But that doesn't necessarily mean you would have a guy with a katana running around.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, but not necessarily in English frontline.
Totally. Didn't you see the English frontline katana battalion?
Oh, it gets better. They bring up the fact that there are indeed Russian female snipers, and they were women bomber pilots, and all these other examples that have nothing to do with the British Army and frontline troops. And going, oh yes, it's all this, and then the typical, oh, but it's a computer game, you've got to get over that. Oh, but there's all this stuff that's completely irrelevant. You know, they've been able to jump from one plane to another plane, and you can't really use the argument of historical accuracy. And I would like to say, yes, you can, because most people who play the Battlefield series don't do the multiplayer to start with. They like the campaign, and the argument has been used, well, Band of Brothers style thing, I can't remember the name of it now, but they had like a small squad style shooter where it was World War II but dialed to 11, so it was ridiculous.
Hell's
Crazy.
Highway. Hell's
Kind of.
Highway.
It was kind of like a little squad thing that Battlefield did, and
Yeah.
people enjoyed that because it was, the concession was, this is silly. This, however, is World War II Battlefield 5, the concession of the Battlefield series being, we at least try to be realistic. So, you know, shooting hand grenades being thrown in the air with a heavy machine gun in order to cause a plane to come down.
So realism.
Some people are saying it's like this is the example of the multiplayer side of things, and it's like, it doesn't feel that way the way they've done it. And there's the cartoonish aspect of it. There's the fact it feels very Fortnite-y. The fact that potentially we're looking at yet another Battle Royale mode.
Oh, yay.
At least there's no loot boxes. But yeah, the gaming press has firmly gone, apparently everyone's racist and sexist. Yet the comment section in everything, despite the gaming press saying vocal minority and the video actually having 200k fors and against, and it's actually 50% plus against at the moment. So, you know, vocal minority. Despite all of this, they're not twigging that the people who are pissed off have legitimate complaints, and they're not addressing the legitimate complaints. They are just dismissing them, as are the devs of Battlefield 5, and ignoring the fact that the last game that had this bad reaction to a trailer, so Infinite War...
Ah, yes.
Anyone remember the horrendous thing that happened with Infinite War?
Oh, do tell us.
It was one of the most worst liked videos that came out, and because of the marketing behind that, it was one of the worst sailing things.
It basically
So-
did a new reboot of Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels bad, and everyone's defending it. People are getting pissed off about the whole "not my Battlefield." I can understand the arguments on both sides, but the daft thing is, it's like one thing to say there's player choice. The other thing is to then go, well, we're just going to shit on what the fan base wants, which is historical accuracy. Yes, you can have female characters, but if you want it to be accurate, they'd be Russian snipers, they'd be French resistance, they would not be frontline British troops, they wouldn't be armed with a cricket bat, and they wouldn't run around with a prosthetic arm that appears to be really multifunctional for its age.
Well, if they're actually saying in the tagline that historically accurate, then yeah, obviously that's a problem. If they're not, and they're just going, we're setting it in World War II, but we're basically making it like this crazy sort of alternate universe World War II, then that's fine, because you can basically play around with it.
The fans have all said, if they said this was alt history World War II, they'd be fine with it. However, EA and DICE have not said this. At all. And of course, they're doubling down on the fact that clearly the fans are sexist. Whereas I'd have gone, okay, list the things in the trailer that you disagree with, and we'll talk about it. And then we can figure out where to go. Because it's like, okay, you don't like the fact that it's a Cockney, sound like Tracer from Overwatch woman with a disabled arm, and a cricket bat. Which of this is bad? All of it? Okay, let's try and meet a middle ground. But no, they're throwing their toys out the pram. So that was Battlefield. I fully expect that game to launch, sell, and be derided by a large number of people. On the flip side, we have all of the EA news.
Hey.
A couple of weeks before EA. So they've been confirming games at E3. So PC games, we know there's going to be Anthem, which people are worried about. There's going to be The Division 2, which people are actually interested in. Potentially update on Destiny 2, which will be the fall update, so that's September, but they'll be talking about this. And whatever it is Remedy has been working on since Quantum Break, you know, that game they released in 2016. Good times.
I've never seen Echo look so serious.
They've also
It's like,
mentioned
what is he
things
doing
like
over there?
3 minutes to midnight,
Because he's
there
not
will be
shouting to the lovely
Battlefield
folk in
5.
Discord.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4, we know that's coming. Another Defiance. For Honor, oh my god, that's coming with more stuff. Heavy Fire, whatever that is. Home Sweet Home. Rage 2, which kind of managed to put a big finger to the leaks, and that'll be interesting to see. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, fully expect that to be PlayStation tentpole thing. I wouldn't be surprised. Skull and Bones, which we know has been pushed back. Tempest, again.
More Tempest, why not?
Warhammer 40k. Inquisitor Martyr, which I've heard good things so far. Bethesda. Let's see. We are not in for a 3-hour marathon.
Ooh.
So that's good. Rage 2 we know about. That's it. We don't really know much else because they don't have any Elder Scrolls really. They don't have Fallout or Wolfenstein or Doom. So not entirely sure what they're going to put on there. That might explain why they're saying it's going to be a shorter conference. PS4. They've told us it's going to be 4 games. So Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Last of Us Part 2. Okay, so it won't be Battlefield or anything like that. But we'll fully
That's all
expect
they've announced so
montages.
far, anyway.
They said they're going to focus on 4 games. Then there's going to be the montages. Considering the third-party games, which we've already mentioned, probably cuts and scenes of those. EA, they have confirmed Anthem, obviously, Battlefield 5, which they need to rescue. Let's see what else. Madden again.
Oh yes, more Madden. Because
Yeah.
every year is not complete unless there's a Madden game
Or a FIFA game.
or a FIFA
Or a
game.
FIFA game.
Or
But
a
FIFA
PES game.
18, I
Or
think,
an
is
NHL
already
game.
out. Yeah, FIFA 18 is already out, so I don't know
Yeah.
what they can do, except maybe World Cup.
Oh, of course, yes, they will do because they've got to capitalise on that.
Isn't there a European thing going on this year? Because it's one of the the 4, the 8 or something.
UEFA Cup,
Something.
possibly. I don't follow it.
There's always an excuse
Ubisoft.
to more fucking
Well,
football
there's
somewhere.
the World Cup, then there's the Euro, which is every other 2 years. So it's
Yeah.
World Cup, Euro, World Cup, Euro. Then there's the UEFA Champions League.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Then there's always football. Oh, the football season's over. It's like the football season is never over. There is always football. Always goddamn football.
Yeah, so Ubisoft has now also mentioned stuff. We know Division 2 is going to be out there. We know more Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be out there. Hopefully more than the tech stuff. Because whilst it was interesting seeing their tech combat thing, I'd rather see some gameplay. Because I don't want another repeat of Mass Effect Andromeda where they go, here's the game! And everyone goes, it's shite. For Honor, they have mentioned Skull and Bones, Starlink, Battle for Atlas, don't know what that is, Transference, so I'm assuming smaller teams of stuff, and apparently another AAA title which people are hoping for Splinter Cell. Considering we've had huge number of spy stealth games, yeah, Splinter Cell would be nice. And Activision, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny 2, obviously.
Yep.
That's the main ones. I don't know what else, because there is the new expansion for Warcraft, but that's Blizzard. There's not much else really that they're running because they're not touting any more Diablo. StarCraft has kind of done the deal.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, they've pretty much gone, here's most of the games that we're going to see. So E3 is getting spoiled a good week or 2 out.
Yay! And it's coming up, this coming weekend? Next weekend?
Yes.
Well, this is now the
28th.
28th, so 7 days, yeah.
Next weekend. 7 days.
Woo!
I'm hoping for some more gameplay footage of stuff, especially Anthem, because
Yes.
we literally just saw a rolling trailer. It wasn't gameplay. We don't know anything really about it.
Oh,
And
that
this is the
trailer was
next-
quite amusing when they went, yeah, because that's how game chat works.
But to a degree, game chat can indeed work like that. It's more the fact that we don't get the chance to actually...
A group of players
see
pretending they're a
anything.
coordinated team. Behave.
Yeah.
You've listened to us play Minecraft.
Yes, I've played Minecraft with you guys.
I'm
We're
aware.
never coordinated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is,
so
there
that's
is
it.
enough there is enough footage on YouTube to know that basically a coordinated team on a game is literally just people yelling it over each
I mean,
other.
even
all
our
the
Rocket
time.
League figure we did for TigerTails Gaming.
Yes.
When we even started to become a semi-coordinated team, we still sounded nothing like those people.
Yeah, but that was literally like 5 games in where suddenly we were doing things like pass it, I'm open, which is like, holy shit. 2 gay guys and an ex-footballer playing football in cars. What are we, Top Gear?
Yep. No, we're worse. We're like blast gear.
Oh god.
We're so back, we're reverse. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
TigerTails Radio, high gear.
TigerTails Gaming, reverse gear.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
TigerTails
brilliant.
Gaming,
Reverse gear.
neutral.
Oh, that'd be so cool. We need to create that now.
No.
No.
Oh, there you go. That's something for your spare time, Hedge.
Hey. Oh man,
No.
that gotta do work.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Oh.
you do. So, music.
Music.
Yes.
Well, since we had 2 New Day Dawn songs, we might as well get our way through the second one.
Ooh,
The first one was so good, why
Yes.
not have more?
absolutely.
And so, instead of leaving the crowd wanting more, let's give them what they want. With their song, New Day Dawn, with their song, Rise.
Woo.
Take a walk with me. Know that we'll find smiles between the pain. Fear is the enemy. I won't let it get me again. False to understand. We are the alpha in the end. I am stronger than the sickness. I am greater than this pain. I won't let my flesh define me. I will go on living. There's a power greater, better. Open up your eyes. One way or another, I will rise. I will rise. Surround yourself with love. Sometimes you gotta let go of what's gone and thank the Lord above and find the will to carry on. Observe the sun, live in this moment and just move on. I am stronger than the sickness. I am greater than this pain. I won't let my flesh define me. I will go on living. There's a power greater, better. Open up your eyes. One way or another, I will rise. You know it's time to fight. And there'll be times when I fall down, and I will need your help to remind me. I am stronger than the sickness. I am stronger than the sickness. I am stronger than the sickness. I am stronger than this sickness. You are stronger than this sickness. We are stronger than this sickness. I am stronger than this sickness. You are stronger than this sickness. We are stronger than this sickness. We are sickness. Longer than this. We are stronger
And now we will have a moment of dead air while nothing bloody works.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
Yay, Quiplash! Quiplash!
Yes!
Quiplash! Everyone loves Quiplash. Why is that still playing? Go away, you horrible thing.
So yes, it's the time when everybody goes, yes, this is what we came for.
Yay!
Because
it
we
is.
know that's what you came for. We know that's why you hang around
That's
for an
the
hour.
only reason why.
Yeah,
you
Jackbox 5. That's what we came for.
And I'm being
Yeah.
distracted by really nice pictures. But let's push
I
on.
saw the stream for Jackbox 5 games, I think, and they were like talking about stuff and showing some new stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap, that'll take hours to play.
Yeah, there's some good stuff coming from them. But RFRI is your Quiplash 2 code. So
Rick
Romeo, Indigo, Romeo, Foxtrot,
Romeo Fiorio?
Ferrario.
Romeo Fiore.
It's like Foxtrot, but different. Okay.
Romeo Foxtrot, Romeo Indigo.
So go to jackbox.tv
Come on.
and enter in your room code and your name. Don't forget that, 'cause that's important too.
Listen to the sound of people
Van
who are
der
suddenly
Sar-
tech inept.
Yes.
Hey, I've got
Well, I might eventually be able to
Dementia! You've got dementia, TK. Just go
that was
with
it. I
that.
forgot what it was.
play Dead Hedge.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got nearly a full room.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
I
Anybody
need
else
to
wanting to play?
Oh, I need to get in, so
Echo hasn't got in yet.
Hurry, Echo.
I'm
Jackbox.tv.
I'm waiting on the bloody browser to load. My crap top. There we
And
go.
we're
I'm
full.
in. We're full
We have
now.
a full room, so if you want to join in, you can join in the audience.
Yes.
yay,
Which
audience.
means you can affect how the votes go.
You can. You can
Or
skew
mock.
the vote.
You
Or
can.
mock.
Okay, they're back.
Yes, you can.
Let's get rid of that. There we go.
I'm Schmitty, and I'm ready for some quiplash.
Well, if people are warm in here and not
Guys,
on
don't
mic, they
feel
can
like
hang
you
out in the
have to be
bathroom for a minute where
extra
it's a bit
funny to
cooler.
impress me.
Yeah.
My expectations are already very low. And remember, audience members can join the game at any time by entering the room code. Audience votes count too, you know.
Ooh, yes.
Here's round one. You are about to see two prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
It is time.
Indeed, it
It
is.
is the time of answering of the questions. Or as we like to call it, the Great Silence.
Well, that's one.
Hey, and I'm in. I got some good questions this time. Make some change.
Yeah, I spelled something correctly. Hurrah!
Woo! So, how you all doing?
There we go. English in this heat.
So,
Derpy derp in this heat, let's be honest. Some
Has
good
anyone-
questions.
has
but my
anyone
God.
seen the new movie yet?
Narrow it down, Hedge.
Captain Fiasco and the Lost Thermos.
I mean,
Narrow it down to something outside of your head.
Oh, right, okay, then no,
Almost
I
out of
can't.
time. Use the
14 seconds left.
Oh!
Come on, Myers.
Oh, is anyone
No
left?
pressure.
Oh!
8, 7, 6. Safety
five,
equip if you need to.
4, no!
Oh,
Woo!
squelch.
Down to the wire.
All right,
Well
let's
done,
get to it.
Scrooge.
First off,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bank
yeah.
holiday
Running for a
Monday, that's why they're that
lingerie
loud.
store
That and the fact
targeted
it's
for
really hot in
conservative
there.
women.
Okay, so a name for a lingerie store
Okay,
targeted
vote for
to
your
very
favourite.
conservative women. Self-regulation or Thatcher's Thatchwear. Wow.
Depends on the age.
Well, there's
And
only
also
one.
where you think it's going to be worn. When?
The lingerie store targeted for the very conservative woman. Thatcher's Thatchware or
As
self-regulation?
the proprietor of the Conservative government, I hereby confirm that Thatcher's Thatchware shall
Well done,
be the
Thatcher's
quiplash to rule of quiplashes.
First question of the game and a quiplash. Well done, Werewolfie.
Yes, well done.
And next, a time you absolutely should not wear white.
So, a time you absolutely should not wear white when you're Deadpool or a funeral.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Steve.
Yes.
After Labour Day.
Yes.
That's a fallacy.
And when you're Deadpool, wins it 4 votes to 2.
Apart from Squelch and I. We said a funeral.
Yes.
You can wear white at a funeral.
And next is,
Yeah.
Really?
you know the pants
Yeah,
you were
you're the
wearing
dead guy.
are 3
Congratulations.
sizes too small.
So, how you know the pants you're wearing are 3 sizes too small? It shows off your 1 incher as a large bulge, or you sound like Michael Jackson. Ow!
Let's be
Michael
blunt.
Jackson's now a wolf.
Tight pants do not increase size. Let's
You
be
sound like Joe
blunt.
Pasquale.
Yeah.
Next in
Well,
the hopper,
that was bad of me.
if he missed his shot,
There's a top
Luke
phone-in shot.
Skywalker's backup plan to destroy
can
the
see his
Death
answers.
Star was to blank.
No, you can.
So, if he missed his shot,
voting
Luke Skywalker's backup plan was to destroy the Death Star with... Well, sorry, his plan to destroy the Death Star was to stuff the hole with an Ewok or to newt until submission was given.
So
We are the
echo answer?
the Jedi who will say newt.
I'd have gone past the rights to Disney and watch it destroy the Death Star that way.
Yeah. But
That's
stuff
that's the long game.
Hey, you
Not
gotta
at the
play the long
moment.
A new
Not at the
baseball
moment.
tradition you would like to see would be the
The
seventh
sudden
inning.
decline at the moment.
Okay, a new
your
baseball
votes.
tradition you would like to see would be the 7th inning sweet acidophilus or 7th inning spunking on the coach.
What's an acidophilus?
Is that on the way back, on the coach?
And isn't
or
that meant to be
is this-
acidophilus?
What the hell is acidophilus?
A safety quip by the sound of it.
Medication.
Hey, I was right! Hey!
It's a safety quip.
But hedge like a safety quip.
Yeah.
Medication.
Next up,
That horribly, if you know what it is,
everyone
it
in your
probably
dance
will
class
actually be.
hates you.
So, a good sign that everyone in your dance class hates you. My creams and unguents?
Unguents.
Unguents. Yeah, or we hate you, made in art class.
That'd be a good sign.
It's a good sign, yeah. Considering there are people in school who wouldn't actually be able to even understand what unguents is or pronounce
It's
it.
another safety quip.
Yeah.
And we hate you, made in art class, gets a quiplash.
Boom.
Next one, why
the
are
easiest
printer
answers
ink
is like a
cartridges
good
so
sign.
expensive?
Slippery when wet.
So,
Vote on your devices.
why are printer ink cartridges so expensive? The cost of milking all those squids, or because they're made with the virgin blood?
Considering I saw a documentary about them milking
And-
squids, I can believe
The
one.
cost of milking all those squids wins it 6 votes to 1.
Not quiplash.
No, alas.
Your next prompt
I
is
can honestly believe that
title
as a
of
true
sex ed
answer as
book
well.
From the 40s.
So, the title of a sex ed book from the 40s. What you shouldn't be doing, sex. It's dirty and wrong, and you shouldn't do it.
Technically, it should be what you shouldn't be doing, sex, or it's dirty and wrong and you shouldn't be doing it. Remember, if your father asks you questions and touches your leg, that means he's gay and a pedophile. Also, if he talks to you with his glasses off, that means he's showing attraction.
You've got to watch out for the eye contact.
And it's dirty and wrong and you shouldn't be doing it wins 6 votes to 1.
It's dirty, it's wrong, and you shouldn't do it, Daddy.
There we go, exactly.
yes.
Yes.
That's it for round
Oh,
one. Let's
dear.
bring up the
So,
score.
Daddy.
Johnny, did your father try to teach you about sex? Yes, with his glasses off. That man's bad.
So, Pete's currently winning, Squelch is currently in last place, and I am somewhere in the middle.
Well, Squelch is always from the bottom, isn't it?
Round 2 is here.
I have to Squelch.
He certainly did earlier.
So,
Round
it's
two.
round 2.
Oh my fucking
Oh
god!
my god.
Come on, fit. Yeah.
There's some interesting ones here. Okay. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Belling.
And 3 people are in, waiting for 4 more, 5 more. And Squelch is in. Squelch is in. It's a tight fit.
No, I don't know about that. I wouldn't
And
count.
Okay,
I'm a
one
bot is
answer
in.
I am not confident on one answer. The other answer a little bit.
is in.
I had to do some research.
Daddy is in.
Yes, Daddy is in. Vagisil's in.
And T.
I
in.
finally get it.
Woo! Yay!
He's always
Okay,
in
I hope
last.
you all made me
Hello,
proud.
innuendo.
Our first prompt is something
Well,
you
yes.
don't want to hear from the skydiving instructor strapped to your bag.
So, something
Okay,
you don't
voting
want to
time.
hear from the
Pick your
skydiving
favorite.
instructor strapped to your back. Why did my wife leave me? Or don't mind the digging in your back. Or the worst one is, do you have the chute?
It's like, now at some point you may feel a little prick.
It's like,
And it's a
oops, I
tie!
Wow.
Technically, you could have both.
Yeah, Tubbs and Squelch are tied.
What are goats saying most of the time?
So what are goats saying most of the time?
Get to
Why does
voting.
Hedgie keep looking like us? Or, yeah.
You are.
Aragon, why does Hedgie keep looking at us?
Well, no, because he's got the goat beard.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's why we're going to nickname him Billy,
Billy.
as in the goat gruff.
And why does Hedgie keep looking like us? Self-deprecating humour always wins.
Yep,
Yep.
every time.
Because I am that shallow.
Next prompt.
Yes, you are.
The
Yes,
number
yes,
one
you are.
thing on Superman's
So-
bucket list.
The number one thing on Superman's bucket
Ready,
list.
set, vote.
Taking a pair of fists in his anus. Or bringing Lois Lane back to life.
He's done the second one.
Also, Superman's like the toughest thing alive. It's impossible. The only person that can stretch him is Bizarro or Doomsday.
Or Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch us.
Wow.
Could we not do the comic book? Could we discuss sexual activities of superheroes?
And-
Could we not?
Taking a pair of fists in his anus wins 4 votes to 2.
Next in line, the title of a tell-all book by a former My Little Pony.
So we have the title of a tell-all book by a former My Little Pony. Equestrian Life. Friendship Isn't So Magical. Or Pinkie Pie. The whole story.
No.
Actually, that's Picky Pie.
Oh, Pinkie Pie, sorry.
Yes.
The whole story.
Picky
And
Pie.
whole-
I don't want to be here. I hate this.
And whole as in H-O-L-E, not as in complete.
Yes.
And Equestrian Life, Friendship Isn't So Magical wins 4 votes to 2. We all know what's going on in that town. We all know.
Okay,
Why most of them are
next
girls!
It's called the
up,
reboot.
advice,
That's what we
never
all know.
trust blank. Vote now.
All right, some solid life advice. Never trust a talking lion with a scar on his face or daddy with his glasses on.
Alternative answers could have been Hedgie, TK, Echo on cider and fries
Xavier.
in Minecraft.
At all.
And daddy with his glasses off wins 4 votes to 2. Because self-referencing humour
On
always
the
wins.
list, you know you need to work out more when you notice.
No, that's a
blank.
callback to a joke earlier
That's
in
what I
the
meant.
show.
My brain didn't say it.
You know you need to work out more when you notice your belly button swallowed a space hopper or your penis is covered by your gut. Well, there are many people in this room that know exactly what that's like. And I'm not one of them.
And then we never saw Echo again.
Yeah, probably.
Echo's got mirrors in place, so...
No, I just don't have a gut.
Your belly button swallowed a space hopper, 4 votes to 2.
Well done, Wolfie.
Up next, the title of an action movie starring frogs. Vote on your devices.
So, the title of an action movie starring frogs is Rapido and the Twinks in the Hot Tub. That wasn't an action movie, that happened last night. Or Frogger, The Hard Journey Home.
I'd have thought Kermit the Frog references. Kermit the Frog.
It's a tie.
Well,
Oh,
harder.
Yeah.
Frogger, the hard journey home. You've made the journey. Now watch the journey.
The worst thing to hear during a massage. It's voting time.
All right. The worst thing to hear during a massage. Shit, I've stabbed you with a knife. Or, I'm sorry, we're all out of happy endings.
I'm pretty sure being stabbed is worse than being out
Acupuncture.
of a happy
Yes, that's acupuncture, yeah. Except they use
Not
like
with a
knives.
knife! Not with a
That's why
knife!
they're going shit.
Hold on, let me relieve this
And
pressure.
I'm
Stab,
sorry,
stab,
we're all
stab.
out of happy endings.
No,
Cat's
no,
equivalent.
I'm sorry, we're all out of happy endings, Daddy. That's what the screen says.
That is the worst thing to hear during a massage, yeah.
Round 2 is now complete. Let's see where we landed.
Yes, let's see.
I think Daddy might increase his points.
I think Daddy has.
But Dead Hedgie's in the lead.
And Daddy is right behind me.
Well, it's all down to round 3.
Round
last
3,
lash.
The last lash. Everybody's getting the same prompt, so don't hold back.
No, it's always him.
It's Acrolash.
Pay attention to your device.
Make up a phrase that goes with this acronym.
So, come up with the full name for BBL.
Beep beep like.
No, that's too obvious. There we go. Let's try that. Ooh, two
Round-
people in
round
straight at the
three
same
is-
time.
Oh, wait. No, I was ahead of you.
All over the place.
I got in reasonably swift, but Google had to correct the spelling.
And Squelch is taking his time, or her
Welch
time.
is in.
Okay, soak it in. You get 3 medals to award to your top 3 quips. Give out your gold, silver, and bronze medals now.
Okay, so come up with a name for this acronym. BBL. We have Big Butt Llamas, Boisterous Babbits Lounging, Big Blue Lemurs, Bestiality Before Lunchtime, Big Breasted Lesbians, Bareback Littles, Bulging Buttocks Lover, or Black Boys Lacking.
What's a babbit?
I don't know. It's probably a bear and a rabbit combined.
I'm fairly sure I've heard of
That
Babbitts
would be a
before.
rabbit, wouldn't it?
Rabbit. Well, there's a cabbit, so maybe it's a yeah.
Yeah, a cabbit which comes out
Also-
of anime.
Big Blue Lemurs what?
Yes.
All right, let's see where those medals
Why is there
went.
a
Bronze,
possessive plural?
silver,
Oh, it's a novel.
and gold.
Ah.
Now we transform
Or
those
it's an
medals into
alloy.
points.
Daddy's gonna win it.
Dead Hedgie is lacking.
Oh no.
Oh, but with 3,000 points, 3,500 for Tubbs, 4,000 for Melfi. That could really open things up.
It could do.
Oh,
Let's see
wow.
the final scores.
What has this done for the game?
Let's see.
Esper Werewolfie in the lead! Werewolfie is the winner!
Werewolf is the winner. Oh, Daddy took me from behind.
Werewolfie came from behind and, with Thatcher's Thatchware, took the game. Blimey!
Yes.
Right, so I need to make sure I have done that. Check. Right. So, I'm sorry for all those happy endings. Thatcher's Thatchware, some of the top answers of the game there. And that was Quiplash. We shall now play some song.
Woohoo!
Hopefully, if I've got everything correct. And then we can go and do other things. So let us just first of all turn off. In fact, let's just go back to the studio. Hello, studio.
Hooray!
Because now I can press buttons. You see, it gives me that facility. And so, with the next song coming up, it should be. We played it last week. We're playing it again. This
Yep.
time to get all the credits right.
Yep.
From Ashes to New, with their song.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Am I going crazy? Yeah, I think you made me. made me. 'Cause I hate the way that you make me feel. Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? I can't change the way that you make me feel. I think you made me. Everything we lately is the way you made me. Going crazy. I hate the way that you make me feel. I'm going crazy. Going crazy. Yeah, I think you made me. Am I going crazy?
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Yep, it's game time! Woo! Which means we're time for another Jackbox game. Go yay, boys and girls!
Yay, boys and girls!
Woo! And so, let's move it over to the Jackbox game, shall we? Ooh, nope, that's not let's do
Nope,
that.
that is not the game.
Let's forget how to use the controls in front of you. Brilliant, TK. Thanks.
How about shush? So, your code is QQYB. That is Quebec, Yankee Bravo. And so far...
If you want to donate to TigerTails Radio for Tico's inevitable slide into dementia...
Tico?
Who's
Tico,
Tico?
that's a game company.
No, that's not. That's the little character from the Willy Fogg series.
Yeah,
Tico.
Tico's really fun.
Yeah,
He
so there we
dresses
go.
up enough like him.
So is
No, he
this-
dresses up as Rigadon.
No, Willy Fogg.
Oh, yes.
I'll make little Alex be Rigadon. So, we have Daddy Ghost One, Living Hog, TK Tiger, I'm a Bot, Echo, Vadges Wolfie, Squelch is currently hiding in the bathroom. So, may or may not want to participate in this game. Do you know if Squelch is coming out of the bathroom anytime soon?
If he is, he won't be able to say. He's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing. Okay. In that case, there is a spot open if anybody wants to join in. We will give people a moment or two to
Oh, has he got
accomplish
health?
for YouTube lag.
I can hear somebody using my ice machine.
That's not me. I already have drink, and it is water, and it is tasty.
Not where he'd be leaving us, like he'd be back in time.
Right, so no one's going to join. Let's start the game.
Indeed.
I'm fairly sure that we all know how to play and how this intro starts. So let's
can.
just skip the intro.
Indeed.
Skipping the intro. No, the time wasted.
It has been skipped.
Wake up! Wake up!
Well, we all know how to play the game, don't we?
We do.
Let's skip the rules.
I wasn't done talking, but whatever. Let's get to it.
Straight in with the game.
First question.
All right.
What is Dumbledore's first name?
Oh, I know this one.
Use your device to answer the question.
Yeah, along with his brother Simon and Theodore.
Alvin!
Come on, Werewolfie. What is the first name of Monsieur Dumbledore?
Yes.
I hope I've not reached that point with Titus, and I've thought I've clicked the right answer and haven't.
Who got the question
I
right?
have no idea. I just
Yeah, you
wild
got it
guess.
right.
Name.
Oh, yes.
Too easy.
Here's another one.
Yes.
What's
Question
his
2.
brother's first name?
The H's in 4H
Steve!
stand for head, heart, hands, and what?
Ooh. Head, heart, hands, what?
Oh, no, I've never heard of that saying.
Oh my god, how old is this?
I have no idea.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, pick an answer by the toes. If it calls you racist, it's probably updating its Tumblr. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Answering now.
Copy, anyway, time.
Who
I'm
picked
probably wrong.
this one?
Oh, I didn't. It was health.
I took an entire wild guess.
Prepare for your punishment.
Please not
Wheel
fingers.
dead.
Please not fingers. I hate
Oh,
fingers.
hello. There's naked flesh on the screen. There's naked flesh on the screen.
Floor.
Oh, yeah, it's on my screen.
Play
Chalices.
I've given all the
More naked flesh on the screen.
poison to use.
Oh, it's a poison pellet
Pick a
challenge.
chalice to drop your poison in.
Alright, remember,
God.
7.
I
7's
can
a good
see which
number.
one you're pressing.
No, you can't because I've not pressed it yet.
7 is a good number, guys. 7 is a good number. Go for 7. 7 all the way. 7. Just 7.
Now it's your turn to play. Pick a
Everyone
chalice to
selected
drink
7?
from.
7's good.
Here's a hint. Only one of these is the cup of a carpenter.
His name was Kevin. The
Probably
drinks
dead.
have been drunk. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Woohoo! I live!
This will hurt.
Ah,
Got a delay, so I haven't got a
damn it.
clue.
You live.
I died.
And you're dead. But keep playing, and I promise you can still win.
We picked the
That
same
is
one,
not
did we?
the
We
end.
drank from the same chalice. We both chose number 1.
Number one. Number one.
And here's your score so
We
far.
are number 1. Hey!
I've been calculating all this in my head,
Ghost
so I
1
hope
is
it's
number
right.
1.
Where am I?
How about this? And now a question about one of the scariest gangs in America.
I'm not going to win
Who's the
this
leader
one.
of the
I'm not getting
Sharks in
enough
West Side
points.
Story?
Who's the leader of the Sharks in West Side Story?
All of them.
Haven't got a cock in soggy.
All I know is it's basically Romeo and Juliet, the musical.
Yeah.
That doesn't narrow it down.
No, but that's all I know. That's all I know.
Wasn't one of them a bad guy from Back to the Future?
That's
And the
great.
correct answer is
Griff
this.
Ah,
Biff Tanner.
Oh, blimey.
he was the only one to get that right.
Yes.
If you were still alive, prepare for your punishment.
Fernando.
Oh, this is going to be a tough one.
Hey girl, welcome back to
This
the
is what you
killing
get for being a
floor.
fan of, musicals.
Yeah, you're not even
It's
gay.
Matt.
Ah,
Answer as many
shit.
names as
Oh, God.
before time
Fingers.
runs out.
I'm dead.
Whoever
No,
does
it's
the
maths.
worst
Oh,
dies.
you should be fine with maths, TK. Just remember, 7.
Let's do this.
7.
Yay,
And if you
math.
can't do that one, 8. One plus one is 2.
Wait, what?
4,
2
6,
plus 2
Oh.
is 4.
93,
4 plus 4
9.
is 8.
Isn't that
8
so
plus 8
annoying?
is 16. 16 plus 16 is
You're
many.
almost there. Math it up.
Well, TK, you're not... Ooh, well, maybe.
No.
This
Oh, I
is
did a
the
different
one.
one.
Oh, werewolfy.
There were some
God.
sensitive fucking questions in that one.
But deep down, didn't you know one day math would kill you?
I'm glad I got the answer right. I'd have been so dead.
Here's where everybody's at right now. Alright, next
Question
question.
4.
Which author had a short story published on a Chipotle cup in 2014?
Oh my god.
What author had
Oh,
a short
blimey.
story published on a Chipotle cup?
Yes.
What the fuck is a Chipotle cup?
It's a cup. Yes. It's like a McDonald's cup, but it's served in Chipotle.
Dear Jackbox Games, release a fucking UK patch for this game.
Yeah,
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Time's running out.
Oh, werewolfy.
And
Fuck,
the
I have
correct
no
answer
idea.
is this.
And I didn't have a clue. Yeah.
No one got it right.
Everyone is wrong.
Who was
I
it?
want to show you something.
George Sanders.
Hold on, it's spin the wheel of death where everyone
Let's
dies.
spell the longest word you can before time
Oh no,
runs out.
fuck this.
It'll be
Oh,
good to get
God.
your fingerprints on some of these
I
letters
can't do
too.
words.
Don't be the person
That's
with the
fine,
shortest
I'm
word
in this
or you'll
round.
regret it.
Yeah, but I got R, a 2-letter word.
Yeah, so did Pete.
You just got to make sure people spell right.
Yeah.
By the way, the letters don't have to be touchy. And don't forget to press submit when you're done.
There we go. Thank you, fuck. An easy 6. An easy 6.
I don't know if that's a word. Shit.
There's an easy 5. There's an easy 4.
Let's see what you came up with.
There's an easy 7.
If you
No,
die,
I got
you
5.
die.
I survived thanks
There's
to
an easy 8. I completely missed the ing that's on there.
I'd have only used the G, so I couldn't have the ing.
Oh,
You could have had hoarding. That was there.
Let's try another one.
question 5.
Which of the following movies is about cannibalism?
God damn it, I'm not getting enough points.
I've no idea. If I'm already dead, it doesn't matter.
Indeed.
What are you indeeding about? You're still alive.
Picked this one.
Yes.
Oh, I got it right.
I did.
Yeah, I got it right.
As I know all the others are about
So I'm dead.
relationships.
So I don't know what you're on about.
Echo,
We're going
you're
to play
alive.
a
Fingers!
finger-cutting
Wait,
game.
what?
If you've got a hangnail,
How
now's
am I
the
still
perfect time to
alive?
take care of it. Just
'Cause
choose one of
you've
your
managed to
fingers
guess it?
cut off. It's
I guess
real
so.
cut and dry.
Oh no, it's fingers,
Get
so
it?
we are still alive. Yeah.
You just
I
got
got
a finger off.
Happy thoughts.
In your time, Echo. There you go.
Remember, the donation of your finger is tax deductible.
There is such a delay on this.
So, Echo and Pete both clicked finger 1.
Yeah.
I hope the dead players know that they're my favorite.
So the next
and love
question is going to be
ghosts.
answer 1.
Yes.
Yes.
It is
probably.
your
Not that it
Right.
matters because
Next
I've
question.
so lost this.
And now for a question about my second favorite roundtable group behind those gals at the View. What knight from King Arthur's Round Table threw the mighty sword Excalibur into the lake?
Ooh.
Oh god, it's the one finger I removed, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the lag. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said. Fucking Testwood.
Did you remove the first finger as well?
Yes.
That's it.
on giving
Just
away
give the answer away to Werewolfie, why don't you?
Time's running
It's
out.
already a ghost though, so it doesn't really matter.
We could be lying, but
Yeah.
fucking Testwood.
Who said this?
Genevieve.
I did!
Well, I'm already dead, so it's only
People who
Echo
chopped off their fingers
and-
didn't!
It's
It's the memory game!
There's blood all over this
Oh, God.
art. I think I'm
Why
using the
don't
wrong
they
type
just
of
kill
glue
us
for
on
this
this
drawing
one?
of
God
blood.
damn it.
I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood.
So is that the puzzle that we're supposed to remember?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, and so have fun with this one because you'll win.
God knows.
Alright, that's enough time. I gotta say, this is a really fun dynamic. I'm really enjoying our back and forth so far. We have a
Well, you can only do it one way once
Please
the
don't get me
system
wrong, we're not as
updates.
tight as the gals on the View, no
Yeah, but
way.
Pete, if you're watching on the
Don't be
YouTube stream, you can
crazy.
rewind the stream
But
slightly
we do
and
have a
cheat.
similar dynamic to the gals on the
Well, I
View.
would
that I'm
like
advising
my
this, of
Sharon
course.
Osbourne of the group.
I would like my question
Okay,
thing to
moving
actually
on.
come up with it.
Reproduce
There we
the
go.
pattern on your device
Just
by
about.
tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die.
So if Pete gets 100%, we know he's rebound the stream. He's already answered. He rebound the stream.
Here's that
dead.
mark
No,
again,
I
and
did
here's
not
what you did.
rewind
I've
anything.
just died.
Wow, your
much.
memory is terrible.
Wow, Pete got 100%!
Herb, and you still didn't do well
Yeah.
enough.
I did not rewind anything, I will say that.
No, it just took a photo of the bloody screen.
I did not take any photo.
I just have a good memory for patterns.
No, I got shit memory. I work with these guys. Of course, I'm going down with dementia. Didn't you realise that?
How deep would my dungeon have to be to
I
reach
need
the
to
center
answer
of the
another
earth?
question, otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere near the front.
I picked the pretty answer. I don't know the actual one. I'm being asked what the pretty answer is. It's like, what's the one I found prettiest?
Well, there's two that clearly isn't, and two it could be. Thankfully, my finger is one of those two that clearly isn't.
This one?
Oh,
Oh well.
Let's go someplace fun.
Ghost 1.
is it
It
going
is time to play the killing
Let's
wheel.
test your
Oh, no, it's
memory.
patterns.
Everyone gets to play this time.
Oh, we all get to play.
Memorize the pattern.
Oh, isn't this the one where it's against somebody, isn't it?
Alright, let's hide my toys.
Some things.
I know this is a weird time to bring it up, but I just learned to
Banana,
play the
banana,
glockenspiel. Wanna
Sasquatch.
hear?
Traffic cop, fireman, lampshade.
Yes, that.
That was an Alicia Keys song. Could you tell? Forget it.
Turquoise, purple, red, red,
From
purple,
left to right,
turquoise.
what was the order of the weapons? If anybody does better than you, you will be much worse off. Because you'll be dead. Was that clear?
I've answered and I think I got it horribly wrong.
I've got it all wrong.
This was the
Well, the
pattern.
main one who needs to
How
get it
close did you
right is Ghost 1.
oh, nothing.
But did anyone do just a little better?
Oh, well, everyone got all of them.
Wow.
Wait, what?
nothing. Ghost 1 got nothing right.
No,
Oh,
but who else got it? Did anyone
Everyone
else
got
get
it
it?
no,
right.
everyone
I
got
didn't.
it right.
I definitely got it wrong.
Because you got the answer.
Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means.
How the fuck?
It's time for the
Congrats on
final.
making it you're alive.
Technically,
Now
I'm
let's
being
see if you
beaten
can
by a
escape
dead
with
person.
Your body. I'm going to give you a
Oh, I hate this.
How are you still the lead, Pete? How are you
defense
still the
and a
lead?
decathlon.
How is he still alive?
Step on
Yeah.
each answer that fits, then press. Let's see the right
Shit.
answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer.
Oh,
Flash on my
Getting
screen
real
again.
close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question.
I am not going to stay in the,
And ghosts
in the
get a
lead at
third
this rate.
choice to help them catch up to you.
And now it's a bit where the music starts getting much louder as the game progresses. Because reasons. Oh, really?
People are going to catch up
Here
with
comes
me
the next question.
ridiculously.
Trivial Pursuit Genus Edition categories.
Fucking hell. You are such a... I hate being the one alive. You are such a disadvantage.
Yes.
That's half the point.
That's the point of being alive. You get to suffer.
I have to write some harder questions.
Oh, the darkness is coming.
Stay out of the shadows.
Bring on the anime questions, god damn it.
Simpsons characters voiced by Hank Azaria.
Bring on the anime questions. Simpson questions!
It's close enough. This anime did.
I have no clue about any of these.
Decisions.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, shit, really?
Here's another one. Cars made by Kia.
Cars made by Kia. This is not going to go well.
Say that again.
Pick all of them, guys. They're all car named by Kia.
Uh-oh, that ghost is
God
gonna
damn
get
it.
ya. Birthstones.
Well, shit.
yes. Come to me, my pretty.
Unobtainium. What?
You're still alive, but it's close.
No
Hey.
gases.
I think I'm reasonably confident on this one.
I'm 100% confident on this one.
There's noble gases.
No
Yeah.
gases, yeah. No
Think of a
gases are
gas.
the ones you have to bow down to.
Think of a gas.
Yeah, it wasn't any of them.
No.
It's the only way.
It's only the
Yeah,
ones
that's
down the
not...
right hand side of the
That
periodic
line
table.
behind me is not good.
Romance language.
Romance language.
Fuck
Yes.
you all!
That one's easy. I know that one because I studied
You
dramatic
all.
arts.
Well, cock your muffin.
Boom! 3!
I'm impressed.
But Peter's still in the lead.
Yes, he is.
Apples.
Oh, fuck this.
Yeah, we know this one.
Yes.
Werewolfie could overtake at this point.
These answers are bullshit.
Werewolfie is overtaken.
Get a pass.
Yeah.
Points.
All the rest of us.
Yes.
We aren't gonna win this. Oh my god.
I do not know the answer to this question at all. If Werewolfie gets 2, he's won.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
He's won.
Oh,
He escapes. The rest of us all equal.
yes.
Yep.
We all died at exactly the same time.
Well, what are the chances?
Good lord.
Well, I got the last one right at least.
Yes, I like.
You did not survive.
No.
So, Vagisil Wolf wins.
Badgersil.
So,
So I am a bot. Cause of death. Couldn't keep lead. And Echo, cause of death. Not the best at grids. TK Tiger, cause of death. Couldn't make a good word.
I made a great word. It just wasn't big enough.
Ghost Wild,
That's what
cause
you
of
just got
death.
told.
Bad memory. Living Hog, cause of death. Poisoned.
Aww.
Daddy, cause of death. Couldn't measure up word-wise.
Daddy just couldn't measure up.
Yes. That's because he took his glasses off.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This is going to be a running gag now.
Oh dear, let's have the backing music back on and the studio back in.
Woo!
Hello everybody.
Look, we're all still alive. We didn't
Yay!
actually die.
Yeah, the game's
It was
live.
all a prank. It was all a prank.
Woo! I'm here, you can see my arms waving.
Here we
Yay!
are. Yes,
Dial the noise down a little
we're
bit.
still alive.
I hardly call that cause for celebration, in all fairness. A sad few. Well, that was fun, and I know that Pete's got something for done and dusted, so what I think we'll do now is breach into something crazy.
Ooh.
And when I say crazy, I mean another song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What we got this time?
Well, I thought we'd go for some music that hasn't been sent in to us by someone else, and this time we're going to get copyright struck for it.
Yes.
Now, last week,
Yeah.
Hedgie did some research into the songs that we were allowed to play.
Yes.
And it turned out one of the songs we chose was blocked in like half the fucking world.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks, YouTube, for telling us we could use it worldwide. You lying bastards. So we're just hoping this week we don't have to mute one of the songs again.
Woo!
And this time, it's a little bit of Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry, and it's called In the Summertime. He says, just making sure that he's got everything queued up correctly.
In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can down or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, lives we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy. Da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da, all right, da-da-da-da-da. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wagon back, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. And we'll sing again. We go driving, or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends, and we'll all go into town. In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you about me. We love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, last we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee 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 dee, da 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 da, yeah, we're happy, da da da, dee da da dee da 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 da.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Yeah, it's done and dusted. It's that time where we talk about things that we have seen, played, touched, watched, experienced, enjoyed, consumed, and otherwise just generally got on with. And this time, Xavier, you have another film for us, I believe.
Yes.
Because I read the show notes this week. Yay!
I have another film. TK is paying attention finally.
Only took 6 episodes.
Yes, only took so many episodes. So this is the latest of the Thor films before
Ragnarok.
Avengers Infinity War. So this is
yes.
Thor Ragnarok. Or Thor 80s edition. Or Thor, we're not entirely sure what the hell to do with this guy, so we're just going to throw shit around. This continues on from the Dark World, and we see Thor in the opening heading out to go against one of the mightiest enemies he possibly could face within the comic books.
His own brother.
No! Within the first few minutes, he is going up against the creature that causes Ragnarok. Surtur, in his own realm.
Ooh.
So he goes along, he defeats him, he defeats everyone in that realm, and he escapes with epic 80s music, because apparently it worked for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Of course it did.
Trouble is,
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy works better.
That's true.
And this will be a running film. This will be a running theme with this, because throughout the entirety of Thor Ragnarok, we find things that work better in other films that have been crowbarred into this one. Such as the many instances of humour, like his first confrontation with his brother when he returns to Asgard. Running across the guy from Doom, Dr. McCoy, as random Spod who's guarding the bridge. Because Heimgard has been banished.
Like a troll in the Billy Goat Scruff.
Kind of, but again, he's actually a more significant character than you would expect from the way they treat him in the film.
Have they actually changed it from the guy that was in the first Thor film then? 'Cause it was a big
Heimdall
black
is still
guy,
around.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or did he get
Heimdall is
killed?
still around.
Okay.
Heimdall is still around. You end up finding out that this guy is called Scourge.
Like Clooney
And-
and Scourge from the first Red Bull.
He is played by the guy who played Dr. McCoy in the updated Star Trek, and they don't do him well until the end. But yeah, he confronts Loki. There is a cameo by Matt Damon, because Loki is putting a performance to show, because he's pretending to be Thor, to show how much he loved his sons, especially Loki. Because why the hell not?
Whenever you say Loki, I always think low key, as in
Yeah.
Lowkey.
Yes.
No, Loki. So he asks where Loki has put the original Odin. Because Odin isn't in Asgard, Odin has gone somewhere else. So apparently
Has
he's
he
on
taken
Earth.
the
So
hobbits to Isengard?
they go to Earth, and they go to the old people's home that he was put in, where it's been demolished. At which point you should then go, hold on, why the random gags like this for a Thor film? This isn't typical. Gets better. They run into Doctor Strange, who actually is a Sorcerer Supreme in this, but also does a huge amount of visual gags, because why not?
Well, it's quite amusing. You've got a British actor doing an American accent for a character, and you've got an Australian actor doing a sort of, I suppose, almost British accent for the sort of for the character.
Yeah,
It's quite amusing.
but you eventually find Odin in Norway. There is actually a touching scene, because Odin, whilst he wasn't compos mentis entirely, is compos mentis enough to, say that he did really love his boys. Oh, and by the way, you've got a sister who's evil and is going to come and kill all of you. Bye-bye!
Oh God.
Not one point did they go, you fuck? So, yes, we now have the evil sister who turns up, which is Hela, the goddess of death.
Oh.
Because Loki, god of trickery, Thor, god of lightning, Hela, god
And this
of
new
death.
one because she's hella awful.
Actually, she isn't too bad. It's Kate Blanchett. She does a lot with the crappy lines and character she's been given. They give her an awesome scene to introduce. They do stupid thing to get her to Asgard. They then throw Loki and Thor through the Bifrost, the bridge between worlds, to whistle through the land and land in the place where they're going to be spending most of the film, which is not Asgard.
Narnia.
It felt like it, because now we have the Collector, played by Jeff Goldblum, and his world,
yes.
where he has gladiators who fight for his amusement, such as the Hulk. Because, hey, Planet Hulk and Thor Ragnarok, let's mash them together.
And Howard the Duck.
But neither of these two things fit well. That's fine, we'll squish it real hard. But neither of these things fit well. Oh, there'll be a bro scene between Thor and the Hulk, and it's actually the Hulk side, not Banner side. But neither of those two things fit well. And you're also ignoring the fact that you're now talking about an entire realm looked after by the Collector, not the Game Master, or whatever the hell he's called, the Grandmaster, that was it, which technically is Battle World, which is really significant.
Just squidge it together even harder still, and eventually...
Yeah, really, really, really hard. Oh, and the Valkyries are here. That's awesome. They're mostly dead. Why? Because Hela. Why?
There's reasons.
Oh, and we're then going to put her front and centre and blah, blah, blah and stuff. And lots of visual gags. Tom Hiddleston playing Loki gets tin cans thrown at his head because...
Reasons.
Fun. Some of the gags are actually worthwhile, but the film suffers from crowbarring too much Marvel humour in, crowbarring multiple comic book stories in, and not really getting the idea of the villains, because whilst Kate Blanchett is fantastic, she's barely seen. I mean, she goes through the armies of Asgard with ease, but doesn't really get too many fantastical moments, especially when you then throw the heroes at them. There's no real build-up. It's like, I used to be the goddess of death. Odin used to be this person who really was like the commander who conquered worlds, and then because I was bloodthirsty, I was banished. And it's like, that's nice. Where at the front of the film was, holy shit, I have a sister, and try to bond. No, we're going straight to Ragnarok because that's the film, and MacGuffins have been manoeuvred around, so they're going to happen. And obviously Infinity War is coming up, so you've got to go around and start whittering on about, you know, this thing, that thing, set up for the Infinity War. It's frustrating because there are some good scenes. The gladiatorial scene is great. The fight scenes towards the end, Scourge's decision near the end over what he then does for his people is amazing. The fight scenes that they do give Kate Blanchett are amazing. The fact that they don't really give any logic to why Loki constantly betraying, except that he's the trickster. It's like, it's your nature, but by this time, you and your brother have reconciled a bit. Bonded, you know, it's like, it would make more sense if you worked together, because you're both stuck. But no, and so effectively we've gotten through to the end of the film, lots of things have changed, but it isn't fun. The humour gets flat, and the stories don't really pull you in. Which
So
is a
is
shame,
that-
because the stories on their own are fantastic.
Is Jeff Goldblum actually the villain?
He's not even a villain. Jeff Goldblum plays the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster is an intellectual villain who toys with people and plays with them on the battle worlds. His entire shtick is that he manipulates heroes and villains to fight against each other because he gains power from that. Jeff Goldblum is a party addict playing this character. It seems so odd.
Because I
when you
just
see
I
it.
just imagine Jeff Goldblum, getting people to to fight. And, maybe you could just fight gently.
But we then get Korg, voiced by the South African guy from I believe it's District 13, who apparently
yes.
is a revolutionary for his people and sounds stupid.
So you got the South African who's basically trying to revolutionise his people.
No, as in revolutionary, as in I'm passing leaflets out because that's how revolutions are done.
Could you please take a look at this here? We're trying to get a petition to basically stop these people from actually attacking. Just wondering if you might take this. We got it.
We would just like to point out that TigerTails Radio does not condone racism in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
And
But it's
Hedgie
ridiculous.
is not representative of the rest of us.
Korg was actually a really important character in Planet Hulk, in the Gladiatorial Arena, in World War Hulk. He was actually significant. In this, he's a joke. We then have Make, the insect gladiator, who is wasted. And again, this was a really significant character. And I'm sat there going, wow, that they binned them quickly. They binned them quickly. And of course, the film ends with the inevitable, we've got an awesome villainess, we'll just kill her.
Oh, geez, spoilers.
Yeah, it's a Marvel film. Aside from Spider-Man Homecoming, with Michael Keating being the Vulture. Aside from that one.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yes, not
playing
Keating.
the Vulture.
Not Keating. That's a different word entirely.
Aside from that one, all of the villains in Marvel films have been killed off.
Who's blinging?
Sorry, that's me.
But yeah, so this kind
There
of
we go.
leads into Infinity War and supposedly explains how the Asgardians get into place with the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos and whether some of the Infinity Stones before the big old fight of this film where, as we all are aware, most people die because you're going up against the Mad Titan and this was going to be a thing. Because we haven't killed a superhero, so we're going to do it in one movie.
Death is coming. Death to all.
I mean, if you're a Marvel fan, watch it. You're not going to enjoy it. If you're a Thor fan, don't watch this film. It is part of the continuity, but
That's a high recommendation there then.
yeah, this is where you can honestly say, yes, there is superhero fatigue film, because you can even see that in the plot. It's a film. I watched it, but it was like, nah, that's it.
And on that note, that brings us to the end of the show. So, just before we do that, let's just have one quick jingle to remind people the fact that there are podcasts.
Missed the live show? Never fear. Archives are here. Visit tigertailsradio.co.uk to catch up on what you missed.
So if you ever do miss a live show, there you know where to go. Hop to the website and you'll be able to catch up there. Which brings this live show to an end.
Hey!
So on that note, it is a good night from Xavier Poos.
Good night, all.
It is a good night from Hedgie Poos.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from Echo Poos.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for listening or watching this episode of TigerTails Radio. We shall return next Monday with more shenanigans, more weirdness, more wonderfulness, unless of course we've been shut down due to GDPR. You never know your luck. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.